Suicide or homicide? An American expat, Jesse Finney. Stick around. Hello my friends, this is Bobby D coming to you from Dalamban, Cebu, Philippines. Having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well wherever you're from. Hey, today I want to talk to you about suicide or homicide. American expat Jesse Finney in the Philippines. Suicide or homicide. An American expat Jesse Finney in the Philippines. Yeah. Now, this is a continuation of our series on crime in the Philippines. And today we're focusing on the case of Jesse Finney. So here we have a very, very successful cinematographer, filmmaker, cameraman, and producer. World renowned, acclaimed. And he wants to give back at the end of his career. He wants to give back to the world, to the community, for having such success in his life. And he chose the Philippines. For the last year of his life, he chose to stay in the Philippines and give back. He started a project for sustainable housing and low cost and affordable housing in the Philippines as a humanitarian effort. And he moved to Talisay in Cebu, Philippines. There, he met a young lady and had 3 children, 3 girls. And they stayed together, lived together. They took the children to school, helped the community, helped his girlfriend, helped many, many people in the community. They knew him for being a big helper. So one day, Jesse gets a knock on the door, and it's the FBI. They come with a warrant. So we have a warrant for your arrest for human trafficking and violating the child abuse laws. So Jesse was shocked, to say the least. He never thought that he'd be accused of such things. He's a helper. He's a helper, not a herder. So they took him down to the FBI headquarters. They interviewed him, questioned him over and over and over. Mind you, this happened on December 4th, 2017, last year. On December 5th, right around 1 a.m., Jesse was found in the CR, hanging with a belt around his neck. He was dead. And the thing about it is, the very next day he was going to bail out with a 25,000 peso bail. And he had cooperated with the people that arrested him. He wasn't belligerent, he wasn't arguing, he wasn't fussing, he wasn't fighting. He thought it was just a big mistake and he wanted to get it cleared up. So they found him dead the very next day. Now, his sister, Molly Finney Bissett, was very, very upset when she heard about this. My brother would never take his life. In fact, he never even wore a belt. Why would he take his life? He's going to get bailed the next day. So, anyway, long story short, the NBI's pathologist declared that the death was suicidal. So, Molly started a GoFundMe. She got a second pathologist here in the Philippines, and they said the death was not consistent with suicide because there were marks and bruises on his body that indicated that the death could have been via blunt force trauma. Okay? So now, the body is sent back to the United States, to Boston, where Jesse's from, his family is, and they did a third autopsy by another pathologist, and again, the findings are that it's possible it's not through suicide. So now, the family's outraged, and for the last several months, they've been trying to find a way to get the Philippine government to listen and review and get to the bottom of why their family member, why their loved one died in a jail cell. So within the last 3 days, the Philippine government has agreed to reinvestigate and reopen the case. They're now taking a look at the guards and the people that were in process, that were in place when Jesse was brought into the prison, and they're trying to investigate to find out exactly what really happened. The bottom line here is this. They arrested him on the charge of being a pedophile. They took his computers, they took his laptops, they took his cameras, and they found children's clothing, they found toys. And they used that as circumstantial evidence. He was a pedophile and trafficking children on the internet. Now, Jesse advised those things they confiscated will belong to his girlfriend's children. And the girlfriend's children and the girlfriend went and told the authorities, this is not correct. He's never harmed the children. He's never harmed me. He's never, but they wouldn't believe it. They kept him there. And it is hoped that the truth will come out so that people will know exactly what happened. Was Jesse a pedophile? Or was he just a victim of circumstance? We don't know. But I want to tell you, leave this with you. If you ever come to the Philippines and you're around children, you got to be very, very careful. This is a country that's known for pedophiles to flock, and it could be very, very harmful for you, because something you could just be playing innocently with the children, and you could wind up being accused of something that very, very horrendous. So, bottom line, we have an expatriate, an American expatriate that died in the MBI jail cell. First analysis was suicide. Subsequent analysis looks like maybe not suicide. They're in the process of trying to get to the bottom of what exactly happened. So, whether or not he was a pedophile, we don't know. We do know he's dead. He's deceased. And he's not coming back to defend himself. He can't. So the living, that's up to the living, his sisters, his family, his friends and relatives, to defend him. Now, am I defending him? No. Am I saying he's a pedophile? No. The evidence is not complete. And so, I am saying that the truth needs to come out, because no one deserves to die the way Jesse did. That's it for now, guys. This is Bobby D saying take care. God bless. Peace.